Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for Scorpio for the month of November 2022. So this can apply if you're a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this does not resonate with you. Also do bear in mind that this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And I also wanted to mention that I'm doing personal readings right now, so I'm taking bookings for that. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, like a natal chart analysis or a relationship compatibility, which is like a Synastry reading, or tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So Scorpio, let's look at your cards. The first one I'm getting is the Knight of Wands. The second is the Ten of Swords in reverse. The third is the Magician, and the last one is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is giving me very, rising from the ashes, phoenix rising from the ashes kind of vibe, because the Ten of Swords is very much about hitting rock bottom and rising from that, because right next to that we have the Magician. So you're in your element in the month of November. It is your season after all, so you are very, very potent in this month, during this month. mm. And again, like I said, like this very phoenix vibe, rising from the ashes, um, that's coming out very strong here. Like they can take you down, but they can never take you out. So, and you're used to chaos, you're used to transformation, you're used to crisis situations, because that's how you grow and change. And you realize that, Scorpio, like you're really good at that. You use that to your advantage and you come out much stronger than before. And that's exactly what the Magician is saying. It's coming up right after the Ten of Swords in reverse. So that's your past energy. I don't like, you may have been down on the dumps in the past, like you may have been hurt before, but that's not your current energy. Like you've really done like a 180 after that. And the Magician is your current energy right now. So you are manifesting, you're in manifestation mode right now, Scorpio. You are in your element, like you are the sign of the sorcerer. I always say that about Scorpio. You guys are the natural wizards, or sorceresses of the zodiac. You know how to manifest stuff. And you are in your power right now in the month of November. The Queen of Wands is coming up as a reversal. There may be some insecurity within you. I hate to say this, but I'm picking up that vibe. Um, because the Queen of Wands in the upright position is somebody who's really sure of themselves, very self confident, very self assured. Like they know exactly what they want and they're going to get it. It's very fiery energy. It's also very mysterious, because the black cat, there's this element of, occult and mystery, which is very, again, very scorpionic too. There's an element of that there. But then the Queen of Wands symbolizes confidence, a lot of confidence, in fact. Like they know exactly what they're about and they're not going to settle for anything less. But because this is coming up as a reversal, I feel like it may relate to some kind of insecurity, or like this belief within yourself, that, like this lingering belief. I wouldn't even call it like a mainstream belief, something in your psyche or your subconscious that's just nagging you from behind the scenes, like that's telling you, but like I'm in this manifestation energy, like aka the Magician, and I can do all this, and I know that I have the potential to bring all this into my reality, but there's this nagging but at the back of your mind, that what if, there could be a lot of what ifs that you're going through in your mind right now. Or it could just be an insecurity about yourself, like maybe like a self-limiting belief about yourself. That could be related to anything, like your appearance or your intelligence. I don't know, like some kind of insecurity is what I'm picking up here, which has been bothering you or nagging you or kind of bringing you down. So that's kind of taking away from the Magician energy a little bit. Now the Knight of Wands is also shown up in your reading, and that's the very first card that turned up. Knight of Wands is the energy of Sagittarius, but I feel like this is your energy, and I feel like this is related to some kind of romantic connection. For some reason, I'm picking that up. So maybe quite literally this was a Sagittarius in your life. Doesn't have to be a Sagittarius, but maybe they had like some prominent placements in Sagittarius, or like a bunch of planets in Sagittarius, like that kind of thing. But this could quite possibly have been your energy too. Like maybe you rushed into a relationship in the recent past. Maybe you were impulsive, and you're not an impulsive sign, Scorpio. Like you are a fixed sign. You like to take your time, you like to observe somebody before making a move or letting them in. You're going to give them a lot of tests. Scorpio is known for that. Like you guys test people to see how they behave in certain situations, and then you're going to let them into your circle. But maybe in this relationship, you decided to throw caution to the winds, and you decided, whatever, I'm just going to jump into this. Let's see how it goes. That's very Knight of Wands energy, like not really applying the brakes, just going for it. And that has its own benefits, because when you want to be flexible, when you want to be malleable, when you want to have a sense of adventure and take risks, Knight of Wands energy is great to have in that. That's again mutable sign energy, right? Like all the mutable signs have that quality. Like they're able to adapt, they're able to be flexible, go with the flow, like think on their feet, improvise. That's all mutable sign energy. So maybe you were tapping into that when it came to a relationship. Now, like I said, that energy has its own time and place. That's really great, like when you want to take calculated risks, like you just don't want to jump off the cliff without thinking things through. So yes, it has to be a calculated risk, and that has its own place when you know that the risk may pay off in some way. But in a relationship, like if you don't know the person very well, jumping headlong into something can be very damaging sometimes. And sometimes, see, that's the thing with Scorpio. Like, it's a sign of extremes, right? Like, Scorpio is all or nothing. So sometimes you guys can be really vigilant about a potential partner, because especially if they are giving you that the reason to like mistrust them or like have your guard up, that's when all the tests come out, and all those things start happening. But then on the other extreme, if you just have that connection with somebody, you can sometimes run the risk of just jumping into it head first, so that can be like the downside of things happening sometimes. And maybe that was the case that happened with this relationship. Maybe you had a very strong connection with this person. Maybe you felt, you saw like some real potential with this person, and you decided that, I'm not going to be, the usual cautious personality that I am. I'm just going to go ahead and see how it goes. And maybe that really did you in, like, because the Ten of Swords is coming up right after that as a reversal. Now, if this was not a romantic connection, then it could have been like a business opportunity or some kind of business venture, where again that same energy where you just went into it head first, or you decided to like invest in something, um, without maybe thinking things through too much. And that may have caused some kind of downfall, because the Ten of Swords is again like this energy of being down on the ground, all the swords pinned to their back. It's very painful to even look at it. So it may have been a very painful situation for you, whether financially or whether romantically, or there's always a price to pay, right? So it could have been very painful. But again, like I said, you're rising from the ashes, you're the phoenix in the month of November, you've got this going, you are in manifestation mode. I do want to know what this Queen of Wands is. Like, what is this nagging fear? Or, oh, a bunch of cards came out. Okay, the Four of Wands in reverse as a clarifier, Two of Pentacles in reverse as a clarifier, and then King of Pentacles in reverse as a clarifier. I feel like this has got to do a lot with material security, and then also like what is your happily ever after, because the Four of Wands is about happily ever after. It's often like the marriage card, this companionship and home and foundation and steady commitment. And I think that's what the insecurity is about, not having enough, about not having the kind of relationship, that the fulfilling relationship that you envision yourself to have. So those fears may be lingering at the back of your mind. Like especially the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in the upright position is Taurus energy, but it's also the energy of stability, being solid, being comfortable materially, because Taurus rules the second house of material wealth. It's also the house of value and, your self-esteem, self-worth. That's all King of Pentacles energy. And in the upright state, it's an abundance of all of those in the best possible way. Feeling really whole and content with yourself, awards and all, like everything. But then because this is coming up as a reversal, also with the Two of Pentacles, we have two Pentacles energies, both in reversals. And Two of Pentacles in the upright position is this person who's juggling financial matters, or just juggling, maybe like they have two jobs, or like a main job and then a side business or something like that. But then it's proving to be too much for them, like they're not able to maintain both in harmony. But this is coming up as a reversal, so it may be a fear or an insecurity that, am I managing my money well? Like you may be thinking that way, like if you are managing your money well, if you are going to be materially self-sufficient or comfortable, if you're going to have the relationship that you want. Like the Four of Wands in reverse is again this fear of, you may have this scarcity mindset is what I'm really picking up here. Scarcity mindset, yeah. Like whether it comes to a relationship, whether it comes to abundance, like wealth, there is the scarcity or lack mentality that I'm picking up here, which can be very damaging, especially when it comes to manifestation, like the Magician energy. You want to tap into that frequency of abundance to manifest more. So I would actually steer clear of any such thoughts. Just whenever if you find yourself thinking that way, just talk yourself out of it, because that's like the best way. You can talk yourself out of it and think uh, from a completely new perspective. So Scorpio, though, that's your overall energy for the month of November. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. It helps my videos stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm and helps other people find similar content. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.